everybody. Welcome to another PE lesson with the PE Pineapple. No, just kidding, it's me, Coach Old. So for today's lesson, we are throwing and catching. Okay, so today we're going to be working on throwing and catching to ourselves. We're going to work on catching low and catching high. We're going to start with a warm-up, and then after that we're going to get into the lesson. So make sure that you're ready so you can follow along with your hands for catching low and catching high. Okay, let's get ready for the warm-up.
So we're going to start with a short warm-up. Now I know we did the longer warm-up for one of the lessons. We're going to do a short one, and we'll do the short one where we are going to be doing activities where we don't do a lot of moving around. So starting on the music like we did before, we're going to start with jogging in place. Wait for the music. It's coming, I promise. So jogging in place to start. Make sure you get your feet off of the ground. Jog, jog, jog. Keep those feet moving, jogging in place. Good job. Remember, stay in your spot. Don't move around. Stay still in your spot and just jog in place. Alright, next one we're doing the boat. So join me on the floor. Remember, for the boat, we sit on our bottom, we lift our feet and we paddle, paddle, paddle. Bottom of the ground, lift your feet, hands together and paddle like you're paddling your boat. If you're on your back with your feet in the air, your boat has sunk, don't let your boat sink. Bottom on the ground, feet in the air and paddle. Good job, keep paddling your boat. I'm going to show you a little more from the front what it looks like. Feet up, paddle. Keep your hands together and I paddle, and I go to each side. Keep your hands together to make your paddle, and go to each side. Okay, next one we are skipping. Remember, when we skip, we get our knees up nice and high, and the foot on the ground hops or bounces. So skipping. Make sure you get those knees up. Remember, the foot on the ground hops, knee in the air comes down to a step. Get those knees up, good job. Next one, we are doing our low plank. For our low plank, we hold our body in the air. So we put elbows, hands on the ground. Nice straight legs, toes on the ground, and hold our body still. Don't move, hold it still. Remember to keep nice and still, don't move. Alright, nice job. Next up we're doing jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. Jumping jacks and you spend feet wide, hands touch at the top. Jumping jacks. Feet go wide, hands touch at the top. Feet in, hands by side. Jumping jacks. Good job, keep going. Alright, last one, we are galloping. Remember when we gallop? One foot stays in front, back foot tries to catch it. So remember that front foot always is in front, back foot tries to catch it. Galloping. You can do it slow is fine, or you can go a little bit faster, and if you've got it then you can go as fast as you need to. Do it safely and carefully. Alright, good job everybody, well done. So we are going to start our next activity, so be ready for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Good job.
Guys, you are awesome and amazing, so great job on the warm-up. Okay, so now that we've done the warm-up, we need to get ready for the lesson. Remember, today we are throwing and catching to ourselves.
Hey guys! Hope everybody's doing well. Alright, so this week we are going to be working on some throwing and catching. Today's lesson 1 of throwing and catching, and the next video will be lesson 2. So we're going to talk about some of the basic actions of throwing and catching, and then we're going to practice. So, I hope everybody's ready to do some throwing and some catching. What you're going to need for today is our sock ball. Do you remember we used our sock ball for bucket ball last time? You do? Great. You didn't do that? That's okay. So sock ball is a ball made from socks. So we have a pair of socks that are clean. Don't use stinky socks because use your clean pair of socks, put them together, hold them at the toes, and then you're going to roll them up like a burrito. And then using the top of one of the socks, we're just going to flip it back over and then give it a squish to make it into a ball shape. And then that will be our ball. So you need to get that right now. So you're going to go ahead and pause the video and go get your ball. Go. All right, cool. Everybody got their ball, right? Yeah? Excellent. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to throw the ball. And when we throw the ball, we're just going to let it drop to the ground. All right? So we've got to make sure we're throwing correctly. So we've talked about throwing underhand and overhand. What we're going to do for this is when we throw, we're going to throw underhand straight up. So we go straight up into the air. All right, so I go throwing hand, I still step on my opposite foot, I swing my hand back, swing it forwards and throw it up in the air, and then I let it fall to the ground. All right, so again, we're just going to throw that. And what you're going to do is you're just going to practice making sure you throw it. Because when we go to catch, it's going to be really important that we throw correctly. So again, throwing hand, opposite foot, straight arm, swing back, straight arm, swing up, and then I let go. Alright? Now you've got to make sure that when you're doing this, you can do it safely, because we want it to go up in the air. If my ball goes anywhere else, it's going to be really tricky. So I need to make sure that when I throw it, it lands really near to me on the floor. Alright? So when I throw it, I'm going to show you where it needs to land. So when I throw it, it should land pretty close to me. Does everybody see that? So again, when I throw it, it should land pretty close. That's awesome. All right, you guys are going to practice doing that. When you throw, make sure that it lands really close to your feet. So remember that straight arm, we go straight up. And when we let go, it should be up, not in front, to the side, straight up. Don't do it too hard because we don't want it to hit the ceiling. Make sure you go straight up, let it fall on the ground in front of you. You're going to practice that. Ready, go. You did, that's awesome. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about our hands ready for catching. All right, so we can get the ball in there, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we need to make sure we can catch. There are two different catches that we do. All right, there is a catch low and a catch high. Okay, so when we're catching low, our hands are down low. When we catch high, our hands are up high. So what do I mean by that? I'm going to come a little closer so you can see. Alright, so when we talk about catching, alright, we use both of our hands, but we keep our hands together. So for catching low, what we do is we put our hands together to make a dish or a bowl. Do you see how my pinkies are together? And you see I've made my hands really, really big. And then catching low means our hands are down low. and then when we catch, we grab. So our hands are together, pinkies are touching, hands are nice and spread out like a dish or a bowl. When we catch, we grab. All right? So that's how we catch low. When we catch high, it's a little bit different. Our hands are up higher. We're going to have thumbs together, our fingers point to the sky, and we grab. Our thumbs are together, fingers point to the sky, still making a dish or a bowl, and then we grab. All right? The reason we keep our hands together is if our hands are too far apart, guess where the ball's going? Boop, right between. All right? So here's what you're going to do. All right? You're going to practice getting your hands ready for catching low and high. What that means is, all right, you're going to have 1 minute in a second, and you're going to go low, high, low, high. All right? Did you see how I was closing my hands? I was pretending I was grabbing the ball. All right? So I've got my hands ready, and then I grab, and then I'm going to go high. So I get my hands ready and I grab. Remember, when we catch low, pinkies together, spread your hands wide like a dish or a bowl, and then grab. When we catch high, thumbs together, fingers point to the ceiling, make a dish or a bowl, and grab. When would we catch low? When the ball's down low. When would we catch high? When the ball's up high. All right? So you're going to practice catch low, catch high. Without the ball, just your hands. Hands there, catch low, hands up high, catch high. You're going to do that for 1 minute. Practice using your hands so we're ready to play. Ready? Go. Everybody got that, yeah? Did you get your hands in the right position? You did, that is awesome. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to practice throwing and catching. Right? The first thing we're going to do is we are going to try and catch low on every throw. So that means I throw, I get my hands ready and I catch. How many hands did I use to catch? I used 2. How many hands did I use to throw? I used 1. So we're doing this with our set. We're practicing on our own. So I go throw up, hands together, catch. You see how I put down low? I throw, hands together, catch. You've got to be quite quick, so make sure once you've got the ball in the air, you get your hands ready. And that's why we practiced just now. So throw up, hands ready and grab. Up, hands ready and grab. Now, did you see that sometimes I have to move my hands? That's okay, because that helps me to catch. So when we're throwing and catching, what we're going to do is we're going to watch the ball. So I watch it and move my hands to grab it. I had to reach a really big way then, didn't I? Yes, I did, because I was watching the ball. So I throw the ball up, hands together and grab. You are going to practice for 1 minute catching the ball up. Remember, have your hands ready, so once you've got the ball in the air, hands ready to grab. All right? Keep your hands together and grab. Ready? Go. Fantastic, nice job. I'm glad that you were catching the ball so well. This time, we are going to do the same, but we're going to catch high. So what that means is I throw, catch high, all right? Our hands are going to be different for catching high. Remember we practiced it, so up high it's thumbs together, fingers point up, so I'm making a dish or a bowl and I grab. So I keep my hands up, so I throw hands up, get my hands up and grab. Throw hands up, thumbs together, grab. Throw up, hands together, grab. Do you see how I'm moving again? Remember, we watch the ball. So I might have to move my hands to grab it. We throw softly and gently, making sure that when we let go, our hand points straight up. That's going to help us to catch, all right? Maybe we'll try to escape. So I go up, hands up and grab. Up, hands up and grab. Everybody got that? You do? Excellent, because you're going to practice that. Remember, up high, thumbs are together, make sure you grab. Ready, go. It's just practice what we've done. So we talked about correct throw, all right? Then we practiced our hands for up high and low. Then we practiced throwing and catching low, throwing and catching up high, all right? This time, you are going to practice. And there is a challenge. What? So you might need some help with this, all right? Because you're going to need to count. So what you're going to do is you're going to have 1 minute. And you're just going to throw and catch. Now, sometimes you might have to catch high, sometimes you might have to catch low. Every time you catch, you're going to count it. So at the end of the minute, if you caught 4 times, that's awesome. If you caught 1 time, that's awesome. If you touched the ball but you didn't catch it, that's awesome. That means you're close. Remember, anytime we're catching, we catch with 2 hands. 2 hands, all right? Then we need to make sure we grab. So my hands together and I grab. 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 So the things to remember: 2 hands, hands together down low, or hands together up high, it doesn't matter, but hands together, and then we grab. Always keep your hands together and grab. You are going to have 1 minute, count how many times you catch. So if I catch it 1, oh, I didn't catch it, so I've still got 1, and then I go again, that's 2, and 3, oh, so count how many you do. All right, ready, go. You do? I hope that you caught the ball so many times and you had to count to a really big number. That would be awesome. This time, our job is to try and beat our score. So that means we need a bigger number, a higher number. We need to get more, okay? If I caught the ball 4 times, I need to get a number more than 4, bigger than 4, all right? So you're going to do 1 more minute again. Remember, throwing and catching. If you catch down low, that's fine. If you catch up high, that's fine. Make sure hands stay together. Hands stay together. Hands stay together. Hands stay together. Doesn't matter if you're down low or high. Hands stay together and you grab. 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 The grabbing helps us to catch the ball and not drop it. So make sure hands together. Up high, hands together. Up, down low, hands together and grab. Alright? Then, remember for our throw, make sure it goes straight up so it's easier to catch. We're not catching with one hand. So just when me catch with one hand, that was wrong. I should have caught with 2. Alright? So make sure we're catching with 2 hands. Make sure it's a good throw and we're catching with 2 hands. Count how many you do. This is the last round, so try and beat your first score. Try and get a bigger number. Ready? Go. Did you get a bigger number? You did. That is awesome. You did? Did you do your best though? That is awesome. All we have to do is keep doing our best and practicing. Sometimes we might beat our score, sometimes we don't. And that's okay as long as we do our best. So really nice job today. Remember, when we catch, our hands are always together. How many hands do we use? How many? I can't really hear you, but I'm hoping you're saying 2. Because if you said 2, you are right. Yay! When we are throwing down low, pinkies together make a bowl. When we throw up high, thumbs together make a bowl. When we grab the ball, we grab it with our hands. So our hands together and a grab. Hands together and a grab. Alright? If you did that, you are awesome. In our second lesson for this week, we are going to work on some more throwing and catching and do it a little bit differently. You did awesome. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye guys! Hey guys, so your job for this lesson is to upload a video of you throwing and catching on Flipgrid. Flipgrid's really cool. So once you watch the video, you scroll down the page and there's a red record button. You click that and then you do your video of you throwing or catching. So I'm excited to see those videos and see how awesome you are at throwing and catching. Thanks guys.
Okay, great job everybody. So today we were throwing to ourselves to get it in the right spot, and then we were catching low and catching high. Remember, when we catch low, our pinkies are together, our hands are really big like a bowl, and then we grab. When we catch up high, our thumbs are together making a dish or a bowl shape, and then we grab. So great job today. Okay, so like as always, I need you to post a video. So you're going to click on the red record button and then record your video of you throwing and catching to yourself. That was great. You guys are great. I can't wait to see your videos. So until our next lesson, have fun working on PE.